The following is a live broadcast of a Lone Star community radio program, recorded and broadcasted live on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and facebook.com/irlonestar. For more information on this show, please visit our show page at irlonestar.com/shows. To sponsor or donate to this program, visit our donate page at irlonestar.com/donate, or email us at lscrstudios@gmail.com, or give us a call at 936-666-1084. Lone Star Community Radio production and broadcast is possible by folks like you. So sponsor and donate today.
You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday, September 21st from downtown Conroe, Lone Star Community Radio. I am your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. It's also available on FM 104.5, 106.1 on our city TV, City of Conroe. There will be a YouTube of this link and show, and it will be posted on Conroe Culture News, which we are live at Facebook on Conroe Culture News today. So, welcome to fall. When is fall? When is the first day of fall? I think it's this week. We're going to call it today. Because it's kind of fallish. So sitting here in the studio with me is Sandy Barton, Executive Director of the Greater Magnolia Parkway Chamber of Commerce, with Robert Franklin. He is the board chairman also, and he's with Edward Jones. In the second half today, we will hear from Meals on Wheels, Montgomery County, with Sarah Redfield and her team talking about the great pumpkin shoot that's going to take place at Blackwood Gun Club. So this is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic, located by Conroe High School. And if you're a new patient, it's only $25, and it all goes back to CASA. The Child Advocates Court-appointed Special Advocates is CASA. So things that are happening. Things are opening up. Maybe you don't know that, but they are starting to open. Downtown Conroe has people walking around right now. The shops are open. The Conroe Art League, right around the corner from us on Simonton, 127 Simonton by the Red Brick Tavern, is open. The gallery is open Tuesday through Saturday, so just not today, but Tuesday through Saturday, 10:30 to 5:30, and you could view their September display from all the local artists and pick who you want to win the People's Choice Award. It's a cash award the artists get. They do that every month. So go visit, and maybe you'll find something that is unique that you need to take home with you. And their classes are also opening up. They have figure drawing, acrylic painting, watercolor painting, and right now they are raising funds for the Montgomery County High School Art Scholarships through September 26th, so that ends this week. If you want more details, go to conroeartleague.com. So, like I said, I am sitting here with Sandy Barton, Executive Director of the Greater Magnolia Parkway Chamber of Commerce. That's a lot of words altogether. And Robert Franklin, he's the chairman of the board. He's also with Edward Jones. And if you want to know more about anything, you can go to Greater Magnolia Parkway cc.org, or just put it in Google, and that'll probably take you there faster, and also on Facebook. So, welcome, friends.
Thanks, Margie. Us.
Of course. So you have there's a lot of stuff on the calendar coming up.
Oh, yeah, we are busy. Just like you mentioned that Conroe's opening up, the chamber is open, and we've been meeting in person since July.
And don't you like that better?
Oh, my gosh. It's so important for our business owners and managers to be able to meet face-to-face and to connect and build relationships. I mean, Zoom is nice. It allowed us to at least...
It was nice at first.
It allowed us to at least keep connected in some little manner. But really, people like to do business with people that they know and trust. And it's hard to get there via Zoom. So we're back in person.
That's true. And there was a breakfast last week.
Yep.
How many people were at that breakfast?
We had about 40-odd people at that breakfast.
It was crowded.
Yep, it was. But
I mean, we were trying to be socially distance.
We were able to do it safely. That's the thing that we like about our community is that we know everybody cares about everyone else, and so they're interested in doing things safely. So either socially distancing, an appropriate distance, or masking up, or both. And so we're very pleased that we're able to do these things where some communities cannot. We're just very fortunate to be here in Montgomery County, where we have leadership that understands the importance of being able to meet. So
it is important. And I mean, I went there. It's good to see new people, new members. You have people joining the chamber all the time. There's a gal who does yoga.
Yeah,
and
she just joined.
Yes, on FM 1488.
Yes, Body and Brain Conroe, absolutely.
She seems like a wonderful person with a unique kind of a shop. I've never actually tried yoga. I probably need to do that.
Well, this one is a little, I'm going to give her a little plug. It's a little different kind of a yoga. It's not a traditional East Indian type of yoga. It is a Korean yoga. And so it's more, as she explains it, it's more holistic, where it connects your body and brain and helps you to deal with a lot of physical maladies through reconnecting with yourself. So I'm interested in trying it out too. So I'm ready to give it a shot. But
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
she just joined last week. We've had a number of people, already 8 people this month, that have come on board as new members of our chamber. And we have a lot of, we have 300 existing members that have been, with the chamber for quite some time and continue to support the chamber and the work that we're doing on behalf of them.
We had 2 members join at the golf tournament last
Yes.
week, because we
Oh,
had the
really?
golf tournament last week.
Yes.
That was
Yep.
very
Yeah,
well
last
attended.
Monday. So how was the golf tournament?
We had 17 teams.
18 teams. We ended up with 18 teams, and
We sold out every sponsorship.
That's
I
very
think-
encouraging.
I think people were just ready to get out.
Oh, yeah,
and,
they are
and
ready.
be in person.
Yeah.
And so I think that helped the event a lot.
yeah, and as
Timing.
Robert said, 2 of the people that attended as golfers said, we need to be part of this organization, and decided to join right there on the spot. So we were very pleased. And so not all, chambers in the area are opening up to the extent that we are, but like I said, we feel pretty confident that we're able to do that and do it effectively and
Well,
safely.
and there's a luncheon this week too,
Yep.
right?
Yep, you bet. We've got Dr. Todd Stevens, the superintendent of Magnolia ISD, that's going to come out, let us know how it's going with the schools now that they're open and the kids are back in
It should
school.
be interesting.
I'm very interested to see what he has to say. We love Dr. Stevens. He's always a great speaker. He tells us a lot about what's going on with the school, with the teachers, and with the children in the community. So it's important to hear from him on a regular basis.
Of course it is.
So
Yeah, the schools are very important. And, I wonder how that's all working. The kids wearing masks has got to be quite challenging, especially for younger kids.
well, and that's why we invited Dr. Stevens out. At this time, we want to hear how things are going, and for him to let our business owners and managers in the community know, what can we do to help? What can we do to participate or support the efforts that the schools are dealing with right now, and the teachers are dealing with right now? So I'm certain we'll hear more on Thursday. And everyone is welcome to come on out, by the way. We're going to be at the Magnolia Event Center. You don't need to be a member to attend. You just got to go out and register in advance to, as Margie said, greatermagnoliaparkwaycc.org. Be happy to have you out.
And there's the event on Facebook. I saw it there this morning.
Yep.
So that'll take you directly that link to go and register for the lunch. And it's a
bet.
good lunch. It's always a great lunch. Nice hot
It's
meal.
good food.
Yeah, Chef Derek does a heck of a job.
If you're going to eat lunch, might as well go and be entertained and get some knowledge while you're eating, right?
That's right. That's what that's what we think.
And they're still doing temperature checks too, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Again, we want to try to do things safely at the Magnolia Event Center. They ask that people wear masks if possible, or at least social distance. Obviously, it's not feasible when people are physically eating, but most of our attendees are very conscious about that and are very safe. But they do take temperature checks, and they do ask for a personal statement that you would sign that you have not been recently exposed. So again, just to be safe, we just want to make sure everybody has an
Just
opportunity.
procedure, sure.
Right.
And then you come in and enjoy.
Table-wise, I think there's fewer per table.
I think there's
than
only
we used to
4
have.
or so.
Three or four.
Right.
Yeah.
Per
So
table.
we're
Right.
limiting how many people
And
are
each
per table, so
table
that you can spread them out a little bit.
At least 6 feet apart, so that everybody, again, just can be safe and still be in person and attend.
Well, and the lunches are something that is unique to this chamber. There's five chambers, well, 6 with the Hispanic
right.
chamber too in Montgomery County, and the monthly luncheon is unique to the Greater Magnolia Parkway Chamber. And last month we had our DA, and that was very educational.
Yeah,
and he's a great presenter.
Yeah, he really helped us all understand the impacts of the governor's GA 29 and, what led to his decisions with regard to the mask order, et cetera. So we were very grateful that he took the time to come on out because I think we all learned a little something. Yeah. And as a result, our government affairs group was really very active in preparing for the 2021 state legislature and, ensuring that the message is going to be very clear to our elected leadership in Austin that GA 29 needs to go away.
Well, and that's another thing. When you join the chamber, one of the major things besides networking is advocating for the businesses at the government level and taking it to your legislators, whomever it is that's representing us. And every 2 years, all the chambers go to Austin, have a Montgomery County Day at the Capitol. And 2 years actually seems to go by pretty fast.
It does. I can't believe that we're preparing for it already. But that's the case. And when you're a member of the chamber, you have a seat at the table.
That's right.
Your voice is what's carried forward to our elected officials. And those elected officials will tell you very clearly, Brent Creighton was very clear. It said, geez, if chamber membership hasn't been clear to every business owner in your respective communities before now, it should be now because they're here talking with us about what needs to happen at the state level. And as dollars are tighter this budget season for our elected officials at the state level, our chamber voices are listened to very closely. And so, and that wasn't something
chambers have a lot of clout. They really do.
Our elected officials are very involved in our chambers.
Absolutely. So, I just think it's important to know that the Magnolia Chamber is unique in the fact that you have this luncheon. No other chamber does it every month. They do special occasion kind of lunches or for elections and that kind of thing.
I didn't know that at all.
You need to get out more.
This is the only chamber I'm in.
I'm a member of 4 chambers. Me, myself, and I, and my phone.
For us, all of our events, and particularly our luncheons, our business success seminars, all the other things that we do are there to help our business owners and managers be more knowledgeable business owners and managers when they walked out than when they walked in. And it's just very important for us to be able to deliver as much diverse programming as we can to help them,
because everybody has different needs.
Right.
Yes.
Continue to grow and thrive.
And it's all of that, all the relationship things. So the other thing, we have the luncheon this week with Todd Stevens, and then coming up next month, October, one of my favorite months, is fall festivals. Yep. And that has changed now, so it's 10 to 5.
It's actually noon to 6.
Noon to 6, sorry.
It's noon, that's okay.
Faking it out. If you're a vendor, you can start setting up.
Yeah. You'll come out at 10 o'clock to start setting up.
So there you go.
But yeah, Fall Fest is now noon to 6.
And it's free. It's free to attend.
It's free to attend. Obviously, there's a cost for vendors to set up, but all vendors are welcome. You do not need to be a member to be a vendor. We are partnering with the Rotary Club of Magnolia, who is our lead sponsor for this event, and they're going to be sponsoring kids stuff, face painting and some
interactive
kids craft
activities.
We also have the Way Family Dojo that is a sponsor of that event, and they are going to have a kids craft area inside the Magnolia Event Center. And again, as you mentioned, there's no cost to attend. So we're hoping that we've already started getting a lot of them, but we hope that we get a lot of vendors who will be able to bring their wares to the Magnolia Event Center to be part of this so that a lot of us can pre-start our Christmas shopping.
Yes,
so we're
on it.
We're going to be running right into the holiday season and our big shopping season. And as we know, Walmart isn't doing Black Friday anymore, so where are we going to shop? Okay, so where are we going to shop? We're going to have to shop. We're going to have to shop at things like
this. It's just a good feeling. We all need happiness, good feels, all of that, as we've had such a challenging 2020 year, so we want to push it out of the way and start working towards the holidays. I was just talking about that with our neighbor over here next door to the radio station, and I think people are excited for the holidays, and I know that once Halloween is here, it's all over.
Right.
I mean, time just moves on because there's November is a very short month. It seems to get shorter all the time, and then you're at Christmas. So it is good to start planning ahead, and this is a fun event. I mean,
And from what I heard, the Nutcracker Market is going to be virtual
It
only.
is.
So this gives those vendors and the people that would shop there normally
That's
a place to
true.
go in person. And
that's true. I mean,
Absolutely.
I just got to say,
We
I
have
don't
room,
know about
we have
these
room
virtual
for 70
events.
vendors, and we're already 20 vendors in. So if
70,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's
It's a
the
large
most that we
room.
can stuck in there. That we
It's
can
still
stick in
large.
there.
That's a
It
lot.
is. It's great. So
Fabulous.
If anybody wants to be a vendor,
You know
go
what?
online
I need
now.
to tell the market days vendors that come
Absolutely.
to Heritage Park that
Absolutely.
they need to come. So
Yeah, get it on their
note to
Facebook
self.
page. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So that will be a fun event.
Yep.
And so you got the Fall Festival. Vendor booths are, now correct me if I'm wrong, members is $75 and non-members is $100.
That's correct.
For a vendor booth. But still.
Except
for-
member restaurants are $50 because we
Okay.
ask them to bring samples.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
Yep. We do ask that each vendor also boost their Facebook event post about it by $25 and that they donate a $25 or a donation of a gift or
prize.
for door prizes and
That'd be
stuff.
great.
Yeah.
the main thing is we want to get families involved and bring people. More people, the more people we can bring to those vendors,
Seems
the better
like
for
there
everybody.
would probably be more after school.
Absolutely.
Like
And
the
that's
3 to
why we
6
extended it
time.
later.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And the more of the
Absolutely.
business people at the lunchtime. But it's
Correct.
not, there's not a luncheon involved
There
with
is
that?
not a luncheon
Okay.
involved,
But you
although
can
we
get
will-
samples of food.
You get samples of food. There are also box lunches that are available that are going to be courtesy of the Rotary Club for the first 100 people who would be there. And
Okay,
then-
more
and-
reason to go.
That's right. More reason
be
to
one of
come
the
on
first
out.
100.
Be one of the first 100 because then you actually get lunch with it. But yeah, it's going to be a great event, and we feel that it's going to be safe and appropriate for everyone.
Are you going to dress up? Are we
Probably.
going to get a costume?
I'll probably do something, but there will be a pumpkin patch, so parents can bring their kids out.
That's fun.
To have them,
Who's doing the
take a
pumpkin
picture.
patch?
It's not locked down yet, but
Okay.
we're excited. We know that we are having the pumpkin patch,
It'll be
and
there.
we're working on a sponsor
Aren't-
for that.
Aren't they working on a live scarecrow too?
They are. We are going to
To
have
do
a lot.
for photo
We kind of
opportunities.
have that live scarecrow going for in the pumpkin
That's
patch
fun.
for photos with the kids. We're excited. It's going to be
Nice.
fun. Going to be a
Yes.
good one.
Love
And bounce
scarecrows.
houses and face painters and princesses and all kinds of fun stuff. The high school kids from Magnolia High School are getting involved. Some of the drama department folks are getting involved.
Cosmetology department.
Cosmetology. Yeah, thank you, Robert. Yeah, very good. We're
Yeah,
excited.
sounds like a blast. So then moving on from the Fall Festival, we have Magic of Christmas,
Yep.
right?
The Magic of Christmas Parade of Lights. It is, the historical, I think we're in our 47th year, Robert, of this
That
parade.
sounds about right.
47th year of this parade. It's on the first Saturday in December,
December
5:30 p.m. Another one, this is all outside, obviously, and we feel that we can do this safely and people can social distance in their appropriate family groups as they need to, and when they can't, they can be they can wear their masks and we can still be safe. We have a lot of school groups that they're clamoring to. This is a feel-good event. This is a family fun event.
It's unique. It's
it-
another unique thing because
is.
there's a Montgomery Parade, and it's always seems to be on the same day as the one in Conroe.
Yep.
There's not one in the Woodlands, but there's no night parade.
There's no night parade.
ever
and we are a
anywhere
night parade,
around. This
and-
is the night parade for
And-
Christmas,
and
it's
people
fun.
love
Kind of
it.
reminds me of Disneyland.
Yeah.
You know?
the lights are so cool.
Holiday Nights.
The
And,
kids
yeah,
love
Disney's
it.
not doing it either. So hey,
Yeah.
Right.
even the kids with the marching bands and stuff when they come on out,
Yeah.
they string themselves full of lights. It's so much
It's fun.
It
It
is
is
so
fun.
much fun when
Well,
they
I
come
know
on out.
one thing we're trying to do this year different too is make it because we have MCs at the front where the judges are,
Mm-hmm.
but we're trying to get that to where we can put that kind of like you do with what some people do with the Christmas lights, where hey, tune to this radio station and you can hear the music to go with the lights.
oh,
we're
I
trying
know
to,
a radio station.
Yeah.
we're trying to
Well,
figure
we're-
trying to
well-
figure out how we can.
Live streaming.
Exactly.
We're
Live
working on
streaming,
that.
Get that so
Yeah.
the people along that are parked along the side of the road along the parade route can also hear.
Oh, you might want
the
to talk to
commentary.
Dick about that.
Yep. Well, we're we're certainly willing to talk with everybody about that. So we're starting those conversations now so that we can include everybody along that 2-mile parade route so that they can all hear what's going on at the grandstand and they can all hear, everything that's happening throughout the parade.
Well, and then you have a little sponsor party beforehand.
We do. We have a little VIP for our sponsors. We have a little VIP party that's going to be held close to where the starting lineup is, because all of our sponsors also have entries in our parade. And then we're going to have a new VIP after party at Lone Pint Brewery. They're sponsoring that this year for our sponsors and special guests. So we're very excited about that. They were an important part of our parade in the last couple of years, and we're just really excited that they're willing to do this kind of special after party.
Well, I think they're ready to get out too. Didn't they just reopen recently and have catered food and all of that going on?
Well, they've got food trucks
and they're right
out.
in Magnolia.
They are right in the heart of Magnolia on Commerce Street and Buddy Riley. They are open 5 days a week. They have Reveille Barbecue that is out there on Saturdays and Sundays, and the
that's
other
great
days,
barbecue.
oh, it's great barbecue. They do a great job. And the other days, they have a wide variety of rotating food trucks that come on out. They do trivia on Friday nights. We'll give them a plug too. I hope they're listening. So yeah, it's great, and they're wonderful partners. They're very supportive of other businesses in the community, and we couldn't ask for better partners and better
They have good
business
beer
leaders.
too.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
throw that
Can't go
out
wrong.
there.
Yeah, can't go wrong with sitting down on a lovely Friday evening and having trivia and a couple of beers. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, well, that sounds good. I remember last year I was still in my stupid boot.
Oh, that's right. You were
Kind
you
of
were
lingers
limping
on
around.
and lingers on.
I forgot about that. That's
Well,
awesome.
I know
Yeah.
we had talked about this earlier too, Sandy. For the Grand Marshal, we're going to have local law enforcement. We've created a Thin Blue Line sponsor that's $100, and a portion of that is going to go back. We're going to do something for the local law enforcement, whether it's buy them all lunch, do something. We're going to do something. I don't think it's been nailed down exactly what we're going to do
but
yet.
it will go back directly to support law enforcement. And so again, you can go right to our chamber website and find the Christmas parade and sponsor that
Okay.
Thin Blue Line.
How much is it? $100?
It's $100, and I barely got it posted. I mean, I barely got it created, and so it was posted to our social media out of our database provider right away as soon as I posted it. And I bet you 10 minutes hadn't passed before we got our first sponsor.
'Cause we just created that on Friday.
Literally
At our
Friday
meeting Friday
afternoon.
morning.
Well, Taylorized PR will do that.
Yep, and it's been a great.
We'll sponsor that.
That's
we,
great.
Me and me.
Yeah, me and me. Yeah,
me
yeah,
and
yeah.
me and my phone.
Yeah. No, it's great. We love it. We've been very, very pleased so far. We've gotten a number of sponsors to that Thin and Blue Line.
Nice.
And we think it's going to be well received in our area.
And the whole parade, the presenter is Constable Chris Jones, correct?
Constable Chris Jones loves that. Every year, right at the end of the parade, he'll come right back up and he'll say, "I'm in for next year." So we're all taken care of, and yeah, he is our
Everybody
presenting
loves
sponsor.
Christmas, right? Come
Everybody comes out for this. I mean, we have people lining the entire parade route, and the kids love it. They're so excited. We always have a live Santa at the end. That's in a horse-drawn carriage provided by Tony Gullo of Gullo Ford. So we just feel that we've got not just a good parade. We've got the best parade because it is an evening parade.
It's an evening parade, and it just has all the good feels, and we all need that, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, especially right now.
That's what I
boy.
mean.
Oh boy.
So you can join the chamber and get
Absolutely.
all these things that we've been talking about, and you can be there. You can pay a lot, and you can sponsor, but you can always do a little as it goes and sponsor smaller items like the parade or a luncheon, things like that. I mean, you have the luncheon every month, and you're always looking for sponsors for that.
Absolutely.
The breakfast, the networking breakfast, is every month.
Yeah, our memberships are very reasonable. They start at $350 a year, and we
That's
also take
reasonable.
monthly, quarterly, and semi-annual payments against that. So our biggest or most important aspect is to help our businesses grow and thrive. And we really are the only organization in the community that's working on all of those fronts to provide you with information and education, that's providing you with, economic development opportunities, jobs, and economic wealth in our area. And that's working to advocate for the business environment. I mean, we're there if your business can't, won't, or don't have the time to do all of those things, because we know, as in our community, it's primarily small businesses, traditional mom and pops. And so if you're too busy to do that, that's why you want to be a member of the chamber, so that we're helping you whether you can't
It's
be
a plus.
there.
I'm a total believer in chambers, and
Yeah.
like I said, the Magnolia Chamber has a lot of unique attributes. I mean, they all have different ones in
Right.
the community.
Sure.
But
But that's how it should be.
also, you're very personable because you're a one-person team and your board and volunteers, right?
Oh,
Yes.
we
So-
are a volunteer-led and
It's
run
you.
organization. No, man,
you
it's-
see it, you touch it.
Well, it's our board.
know.
I mean, it's our board. Our board is involved in each one of our committees, each one of our events. They're leaders. All of our events have chair people that are volunteering their time from their business to make certain that those events go off well. One person could not do all of those things, and so without our volunteers, without our volunteer leaders, we couldn't be as active as we are. But we think that we are a very active chamber.
I think
mean,
so. I think so.
We do a lot in the community. I mean, Robert can attest. I mean, sometimes he has to, pull back the reins and say, "Sandy, no more,"
Yeah.
because
Because you can only do so much. You can only touch so many things, and you want it to be
Right.
quality.
Correct.
And I believe in it. I
But we're,
believe there is a
very
lot of good
often,
quality.
very often I'll hear from, a business who's considering the chamber and saying, how can I get involved? And there are so many different ways. Just on the few things that we talked about today, every one of those events is directed by volunteers. They are the ones that
Well, you
make
can't-
the decisions.
you can't do it all.
Right. I'm there to support them and
There's
to
no way
make
you
sure that the
can.
board's plan of work is going off the way it's expected
You
to.
oversee it.
I
Correct.
oversee it, but the volunteers are the ones that are doing the heavy lifting. They're the ones that are making certain that those things are coming off in a way that benefits all businesses. So, I think we're particularly fortunate in the level and quality of involvement that we have across the board, across all of our businesses, because I think we have a higher percentage of businesses and business owners that are involved.
And a couple things I wanted to mention, and see, look, we've almost spoke 30 minutes. How about that?
Son of a gun.
A couple things. So Magnolia is actually expanding, and both all over the place. Towards the end at 249, with all the new roadway things that are going on, right?
249 and
Yes.
1488, you got the Audubon
and then,
going in there.
Yes, and then 1488 the other way, going towards 45, which is new Magnolia, I guess.
We like to call it the east side of our community versus the west side.
It's
but
in the
yeah.
twilight zone. It's Woodlands or Conroe or Magnolia, depending on where you're standing on the road.
Exactly.
But that whole area is an area of development. So there's a lot of things, a lot of businesses, a lot of growth seems to be happening all the time, even during 2020.
Well, there's
right?
more. Yeah, there's more coming. Yes, and we have lots of businesses that are opening during 2020, and a lot of new businesses. But we've got, how many just in the city of Magnolia? 7,000 or 10,000 new residential rooftops that are coming within the
That's-
next 5 years or
Yeah.
so.
I think last year it was something like 10,000 in 10 years or something like that.
10,000 in 10
That's a
years.
lot.
Okay,
In
that's a
20.
lot of residential growth. When that happens, businesses come.
Sure.
And because nature abhors
the
a
people
vacuum,
are.
right? We've got
Yeah.
people and we've got rooftops and we've got the right kind of rooftops. That's the nice thing about it, is that
Mm-hmm.
they are able, they have the disposable income to be able to support local ancillary businesses around them. So we know that as that 249 extension corridor develops, we're going to be seeing even more exponential growth. So we've got Audubon Magnolia development that's coming on. In fact, he's going to be one of our November speakers. The developer there, Sam Yeager III of the Audubon Magnolia development, and that's going to be another master planned community in our area.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's going to be hard to almost keep up with the growth, but But
I'm on
this
planning
is
and
the
zoning
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, our last meeting last week, we had a ton of plats that like preliminary plats that we had to approve and things like that of just where they're wanting to start building those subdivisions.
Yep. Yep.
It's amazing. So get in on it now. Find something
Right.
that's of interest. And there's even a nonprofit roundtable.
There is. We do
And-
that quarterly, a nonprofit roundtable, just because we know that if our nonprofits are healthy, our local businesses are doing well as well, because a lot of our local businesses are the ones that support those nonprofits in our community.
There's ways to get involved. There's SOS. There's different ways that are community partners.
Correct.
It's a good way to get involved for your business. So, anything else you want to add? Did we miss anything?
Not that I can think of. I mean,
I don't
we
either,
covered-
except
we
just come
covered
on
quite a
out.
bit in the
Come on
Come on
out
out
and
Thursday to the luncheon.
Come on
Sign
out.
up.
Our networking breakfasts are the second Tuesday of each
And
month
it's
at
free.
7:30 in the morning. No cost to attend. Just come on out, because you're going to meet new people, and you're going to see what a great community this is, and how friendly everyone is, and how much they want to know about your business, and how well you can make connections in our community. The business owners here are great, and that's what sets us apart,
And
I
those
think.
breakfasts, even through, excuse me, through a lot of this, they've been very well attended.
Yep.
I think we're still getting.
There
We had at least 40.
50.
We had at least 40.
Yeah, the
We
room
had
was
at least
packed.
40, and so yeah, in the month before, I mean, they're starting to grow again every month, and so yeah, we
So that's a lot of opportunities to get your
Absolutely.
business name out there.
right.
and
It
what you do
leverages your time, right? I mean, you meet
to a lot of people really quick.
60 people in just a few minutes,
And they hear your message.
and they hear it, and they want to get to know you. That's
right.
the neat thing. So
It's all about the
awesome.
relationships.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
thank you, Sandy and Robert, for sharing the news. And we will see you this week. Talk some more later. So sign up for Fall Festival, the luncheon, and the magic of Christmas.
Yep. It's
Okay.
our pleasure, Margie. Thank you so
We'll
much.
be right back. We're going to take a quick break and be back to hear Meals on Wheels.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Health Center Southeast Texas is a federally qualified health center. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and most major private insurances. For our self-pay patients, we have a sliding scale discount program available. Our health centers have qualified providers and staff striving every day to provide the best quality of care to our patients. Services offered are family medicine, behavioral health services, telepsychiatry, and pediatrics. We have 4 area locations. Look up the Health Center Southeast Texas online at hcset.com.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
What is homelessness? Have you seen parents struggle to find a job without having transportation or childcare? What about the children sleeping in cars with nothing to eat? Families shouldn't have to struggle to survive, and children should not be homeless. Family Promise of Montgomery County serves the needs of homeless families and their children. Learn about ways you can help and learn about partnership opportunities at www.familypromiseofmc.org or call our day center at 936-441-8778.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas. A Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for summer internship opportunities, a Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to grab the mic and be on the air. A Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world all year round. Be an on-air personality, talk show producer, or YouTube, TV, podcast editor. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776.
Okay, and we are back. I'm Margie Taylor, your host of Conroe Culture News at Taylorized PR. And in the second half, we are talking with the folks from Meals on Wheels and Blackwood Gun Club. I have with us sitting across the way is Sarah Redfield. She is the Development and Events Coordinator. And then I have Gary Kempker, and he is the Director of Development. And at Sarah's, right next to Sarah, socially distanced, of course, is Kara McCullum. She is the Director of Events and Marketing at Blackwood Gun Club. So welcome, y'all. We're going to talk about everything Meals on Wheels, but let's start with the most important thing, Sarah.
Thank you, Margie. The fifth annual Great Pumpkin Shoot Aiming to Feed Seniors is coming up Friday, October 30th at Blackwood Gun Club. We just love having our event there. It's such a great space, and the staff is incredible. It's a fun morning. You have your afternoon off. And everything's included. It's a sporting clay event. It's one of our biggest fundraisers of the year. So we encourage everyone to come out. It's 72 clays. Your ammo is included, breakfast and lunch, and a lot of awards, prizes, and raffles are there. Right now, we are looking for some additional teams and a few sponsors. We have a lot of great sponsors already. I'd like to thank Jeff and Dave at SWBC Mortgage. For the 5th year in a row, they are our presenting sponsor.
Didn't they win last year too? They won one of the teams. I thought they
They've
did.
come in second.
Well, that's pretty close. Second.
So there are there are trophies for first, second, and third. And one thing that's really cool about this shoot is we have experienced and inexperienced shooters, and we have the largest number of women at a charity shoot in all of Montgomery County.
This is fun.
And the greater Houston area, yes. And one of the fun things is, it's called the Great Pumpkin Shoot for a reason. At the beginning, for a warm-up, you can blast some pumpkins to get your aim in.
It sounds like fun. So have you experienced this before, Kara?
I have not. This is my first year at Blackwood, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I've even got my daughters want to come out and do the pumpkin shoot.
Oh, good.
In the beginning, they both shoot, so they
Oh,
want to
great.
come for
Oh.
the shoot. But their main thing they want to come for is to launch the pumpkins in the air because everyone's talking about it at our house and they're looking forward to it.
Great.
Oh, that's
great.
nice. Yeah, I know you guys have had some events going on because I drive past there on 2854 and I see the parking lot packed.
It is. People are coming out and they're shooting. They want to be with their family and they want to be outdoors in a place that's safe. And we provide that at Blackwood. We've had multiple charity shoots. We've had 6 of them in the last month and a half, and they've been very successful. We had one that we thought we were only going to have 30 people at, and we ended up with 106 people.
Oh, my goodness.
So people are looking
Oh,
for
my
a reason to
gosh.
get out of the house and be out and
Of
enjoy
course.
the great outdoors.
Yeah.
And one thing good, if you don't have to sign up as a team, you can sign up as an individual, and we will pair you with a team. And if we have some teams that need coaches, and we're able to get some, if we have enough advance notice for that. So what do you need to come to the pumpkin shoot? You need a shotgun, but if you don't have a shotgun, you can rent one from Blackwood Gun Club.
Do you need eyewear?
Yes, hearing and eye protection.
Eye and ear protection, and if you need to get that, you can get that at Blackwood Gun Club as well
Mm-hmm.
for only a few dollars.
And if you're not familiar with Blackwood, it's on 2854.
It's a fun place. It's beautiful back there in the trees, too. And Blackwood, over the years, I think they've had it for 3-4 years?
Yes, Jeff's we're on our 4th year.
Yeah, I thought so. They have really renovated the place and
It's
just
incredible.
made it better.
And there's going to be a new course this year. So we usually have 2 courses, but Jeff put in a 3rd course, so we're going to use that this
Nice.
year, so the shooters will get to experience something
well,
different.
that's good. That way there's no real waiting time either. They can just move on.
And that helps with social distancing as well, because they'll be very well spread out.
Do you need volunteers for that?
We do need some volunteers for it, and that will be posted soon on our website.
Very good.
Or you can email Sarah at mowmc.org.
So then this is out. I mean, the main reason you're doing this so you can get more seniors off the list, right?
Yes.
Because you have a lot of seniors, homebound seniors, that are on your wait list.
Yeah, right now we have 205 seniors on our waiting list. And when COVID happened, the demand for our services increased dramatically. A lot of people who no longer felt comfortable being able to leave their home called us for a lot of help. So we've had to add more seniors. And we've been lucky, we've been able to add more, but there's still 204 on the waiting list. And Gary can tell you the cost of feeding a senior for a whole year.
It's about $1,500, and the increase because of COVID is a little over 40%. So it was in a short period of time we increased quite a few seniors on them, and that's what moved the list up.
Well, and you still have those community feeding areas, right? I mean, Magnolia, East County, and the Woodlands, right?
Yes,
South Woodlands.
yes. So for those of you not familiar, it's the senior community centers that certain precincts would provide daily lunch, Monday through Friday, hot meals, and activities for the seniors. So it was a way for them to get out, socialize, meet people. And these are a different population than the seniors that are homebound that we deliver meals to. These were the seniors that were more mobile, but once the senior centers closed because of COVID, we still cooked the meals for them. And it really increased the workload on Meals on Wheels because we had to cook the meals and then deliver them to the community centers once a week and the seniors drive through and pick up 5 meals a week. Of course, it's not as much fun for them, and they just can't wait for the centers to open back up.
Absolutely. But when you say we, let's take a step back, because that meant literally you guys, because volunteers did not help with this for a while, right?
Right.
It was the staff
yes.
doing all this.
Our Chef John, and his kitchen staff would make the meals, flash freeze them. So they're getting home-cooked meals, flash frozen. Then staff would drive out to, say, East County Community Center, and we'd have our little orange cones up and our mask on and coolers with the food in them, and they would line up and drive through, roll down their window, or open their trunk, and we would put the meals in. And they would do that once a week, and they were just always asking, when do we get to come back? When do we get to come back? So
absolutely.
Margie, have you heard when any of them are going to be opened back up?
No, I haven't yet. I'm hoping soon. But I know y'all did that, and now the volunteers are back on.
Yes, so we're still doing the drive-through for those more mobile seniors. And between that and the home-cooked meals, last month, we
I saw
meals cooked in the kitchen were 18,166 for the month of
Sarah.
August.
That's amazing.
That's a
Thank
lot.
you for what you do for our community.
You're welcome.
It smells so good when you walk in that kitchen when they're preparing the food, too. I mean, because these are great meals. I would eat these meals.
Well,
they aren't shabby.
Sometimes we do get to sample them. And
Are you still doing that? Are you still doing the sampling once a month or no?
I mean, not with the public, not
Okay,
yet.
okay.
No, I mean the staff.
Okay.
The staff. So last week I had tomatilla chicken over a Mexican rice. Oh my gosh,
wow.
that was so good.
Fabulous stuff. So, and last week, wasn't it last week? A week ago, I guess, Triss made a huge donation.
Yes, the restaurant Triss in the Woodlands. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Well, Chef Austin has always had a heart for helping others, and he's a couple years ago. The restaurant did a collaboration where if they sold X number of this really fancy steak board, they would donate money to Meals on Wheels, and he wanted to help out during this time, so he actually donated. Gary could probably tell you more about
It was
this.
1,000 pounds
Of ground.
of rough ground meat. So that goes a long ways in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
I think that comes out to about 5,500 meals, something like that.
Yes, I remember
just
that.
Of meat. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That was a big help.
And Chef Austin has been out to the pumpkin shoot, so he's coming back out with the team this year. So that will be exciting for us.
I could picture him shooting a pumpkin. Just because it's food related, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, and Sarah, you talked about the ladies in the shoot. Let's go back to that for just a second, how there are more women that shoot in this shoot than in any other shoot in Montgomery County. What if I've never shot before? Is there anything for a woman who may be intimidated that we do?
Oh, yes. In fact, on Friday, October 2nd, you can come to Wine and Clays, or I should say Clay and Wines, because you have to shoot your clays first.
Very important.
Yeah, you can't be drinking wine.
Yeah, so
No, you
Blackwood
do.
is putting on a practice, and it's they'll have 4 instructors and 4 stations, and they provide the shotguns and the ammo, so you don't have to do anything but show up, and you'll go from station to station, and then afterward, H. Wines, Philippe Legrand and Henri, I forget his last name. They're 2 Frenchmen.
That was very good.
I was going to say, you say that so beautifully.
It was. Say that again.
Philippe and Henri with H. Wines, which is a new establishment in Montgomery. They've
Okay.
been around a couple of years. They moved from Magnolia up to Montgomery last year, and they serve French wines. They're also advising a winery in Cold Springs, and they will come and do a wine tasting, and also they make fantastic hors d'oeuvres.
Yes.
So it'll be a wine tasting hors d'oeuvres, and you just register with Kara at Blackwood Gun Club, and
How much is it?
It's $59.95. It's October 2nd from 5 to 7. So, ladies, if you want to get a group together and come after work, it's going to be a really fun night. And you can call 936-441-4040.
Did you make an event for that
to
on
register?
Facebook?
There will be an event for it,
Okay,
yes.
cool, because then I'll share that with the MCABW ladies, too.
Okay,
Oh,
wonderful.
That's great.
We'd
And
love
it's
to have all y'all
also
out.
a date night. So I've already signed up with my husband. So it's a good date night too,
Okay.
because it's a Friday night. So.
And we expect it to fill up. So, if everyone can call soon, That way we can get a count for the hors d'oeuvres and everything.
You do a lot of different date night things, don't you? I mean,
do
you
a
used
lot.
to. I don't know if you
yes,
still do.
Yes, we did, but before COVID.
Yeah.
But we do date nights where you can come out and you can do shooting with your husband or your wife, and then we have a dinner and wine afterwards, and it's provided by H Wines as well. But we have a lot of things. We try to do a lot of family days at Blackwood as well, and just a lot of things that promote unity.
Because I know that there was a lot of youth events out there.
Yes.
As well.
We do.
Again, going back to the family.
Your youth teams have won a lot of trophies.
They have. Our youth, the Blackwood shooting team is very, very highly ranked, and they're really good. We've had multiple kids go on to have full paid college scholarships from Blackwood.
Wow, that's fantastic.
At the different schools, so it's great. And we have a very strong 4-H bunch of 4-H programs that come out and shoot. So there's a lot to do out there. We have a rifle range, a pistol range, and then the sporting clay.
It's fun and exciting, family fun, outdoors.
It is.
Safe.
It is. Margie, you gonna come and shoot some pumpkins?
I don't know. I'm not a very good shooter, but I might.
Hey, you need to come to Wine and Clays. Clay and Wine first.
That's what I'm thinking. I know. I don't know. I might come and just let others shoot, and then I'll do the wine afterwards.
Yes. You can always do that.
I can be social. I can add
It's a great place to network.
So, Gary, you started during COVID, right?
Yes, I did.
With Meals on Wheels.
Yes, I did.
And now you're fully enthralled into the whole thing. What are you working on now?
I'm working on developing partnerships within the community for the organization. That's my primary goal.
Okay. So, what comes after this? Didn't you say something about turkeys?
Yes, we have a couple different things going on. One thing I'd like to talk about is it's really fun to talk to the seniors. So, and for people to know, what's the average age of the seniors that we serve that deliver meals to the homebound senior population? Well, the average age is 80, but we actually have 4 seniors in their hundreds.
Wow.
And the latest one, she's going to turn 105 in October. Her name is Margie, and she just got on service in June because she and her 87-year-old husband were able to manage, but now she's going to
She has a husband like 20 years younger, or 15 or whatever?
And she has 7 cats, too.
Oh, my.
The secret to long life.
Yeah.
Younger men and cats.
Yeah. But so we have a group that is making birthday bags for every senior in the whole month of October. We give every senior on their birthday a little birthday bag, but we've gotten a group to sponsor the month of October. So they're really excited to be able to make some special things, especially for Margie, who's going to be 105. And that group is called Dumbbells to Downward Dog. They're a fitness studio, personalized one-on-one training. There's never more than 2 people. There's 2 instructors, the owners, John and Sheila, and they are doing the birthday bag drive for October, and I'll get you some pictures. But they're also sponsoring a station out at the Great Pumpkin Shoot.
Oh, great. Nice.
So they're really helping out Meals on Wheels.
And your station sponsors can actually be at the station and talk to guests during the
Mm-hmm.
shoot. So if anybody is looking for a place to market your business and you want to come out and just have a day of fun, sign up to be a station sponsor, because we're going to have a lot of people running through that day.
And so then you asked me about Turkey Day treats. So this is a really neat thing, and I was surprised at first how many people wanted to sign up for this, but people sign up to deliver Thanksgiving treats on Thanksgiving Day. I thought everyone would want to be with their families, but
it's a new trend. You want to get out and do something.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you can sign up to deliver the treats, or you can sign up, or not even sign up, just make the Turkey Day treats. So there's a general list, and we have a flyer. You can do cans of chicken, cans of green beans, cranberry sauce, instant mashed potatoes. You can add little packets of hot chocolate or spiced apple cider.
So do they make the bags themselves? They do it with Meals on Wheels? They just bring the stuff? Or how does it work?
Well, if you're interested, let us know. We'll send you the flyer, because the seniors do have some nutritional guidelines. And we'll send you, and you just can package them up in brown paper bags, like lunch bags, work really well. And then you can also either in conjunction sign up to deliver, or you just say, oh, I don't want to make them, I just want to deliver. So either way works. We try and be very
Will you have that
flexible.
information on your website?
We do.
Okay.
We do. It's called Turkey Day Treats.
If you're going to deliver, what time does that happen?
Usually, so you would need to pick them up beforehand.
Like the day before or that morning?
There's a couple days that week. And then you deliver them between 10 and 1 on Thanksgiving Day. So usually we have the pickup, I think it's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We have the pickup.
That sounds like a great thing to do. And how many seniors would you be delivering to?
As many as people sign up.
And right now you have how many seniors that you're serving?
We have a 705 on service.
Throughout the county?
Throughout the 1,000
Have you done that yet, Gary?
miles of Montgomery County.
1,100 square miles in Montgomery County.
Yes.
And you've been a part of that
Yes,
delivering?
I have. It's
You got to learn feet on the ground, right?
yes, absolutely. Very rewarding, though.
So, where was the $6 thing? There was $6 serves one home cooked meal, right?
Yes, for $6, that would include the cost of the delivering the meal as well. It's everything, administrative, all costs combined.
So everything that you've been talking about today, people can go to mowmc.org, Meals on Wheels Montgomery County, mowmc.org, or Google it, or your Facebook page. Find out how to volunteer, how to sponsor a station at the
sign up to shoot.
The pumpkin shoot. You can go to the wine and clays on October 2nd.
Yes.
And Gary's got one thing to tell you about that we just got finalized last week that's not on our website yet. About
Share, Gary. It's your turn to talk.
Fifth annual Miles for Meals.
Oh, Miles for Meals.
Yes.
So.
Well, I think you have more details than
All
I
right,
do
that's
on that.
well.
We're getting the hurry up sign, so talk about it.
A 5th annual Miles for Meals, 5K, 10K. You can walk
February.
or run February 6th. Sign up.
I did the walk last year.
And she hurt herself, but
No, I
anyway.
didn't. That was just the first time I'd walked that far. Okay, all right. So, anything else? Any last words, Gary?
I'm good.
You're good. Sarah?
MOWMC.org.
Kara?
Sign
Come
up for
out.
the Great Pumpkin Shoot. We'd love to see you at Blackwood. And
Okay.
we're so thankful for Meals on Wheels.
That's all, and this is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic, and there will be a YouTube of this put on Conroe Culture News later on. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, Meals on Wheels.
Today's show was recorded and broadcasted live on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and all rights and ownership are reserved to Lone Star Community Radio. For more information regarding this program and Lone Star Community Radio, visit us online at irlonestar.com. Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's community radio station, serving the community with local programming on TV, radio, and online. If you enjoyed today's program, please support us by sponsorship or starting your own show. Contact us today by phone or text at 936-666-1084 or email the station at lscrstudios@gmail.com.